Hello, and welcome. What, you thought the fall is stacked? Nah, it's just been a warm-up for how this next season is gonna go. And how stacked is this next season? Well, that's what I'm looking to find out as I go through all the upcoming anime that'll leave us impressed, depressed, or mating-pressed. Which is why you should join me as I continue my journey to discover the perfect anime. Jumping into the sequels, we've got the big name, Solo Leveling Season 2, A Rise from the Shadow.
Chicken, arise. Arise, chicken, arise.
Dr. Stone begins the final season, which has been confirmed to go for 3 non-consecutive cours. I am behind on this series, but it's Dr. Stone. It's gonna be high quality. I'll probably just binge it when it's all over at this point. My Happy Marriage's second season should be really interesting too. I really enjoyed season 1. Grisaya Phantom Trigger, which will be animated by Byberry Animation Studios, whom you'll hear again from soon enough. Toilet-Bound Hanako-kun comes back after 5 years. Ishura Season 2, which I've heard pretty cool things about the first season that premiered earlier this year. But hold on, there's one sequel coming out that I need to address, one I'm sure you're waiting for me to talk about. That's right, Unnamed Memory. Okay, I did not like Season 1. I'm sure the source material is excellent. Tappei, the creator of ReZero, has called it peak fantasy. However, I can't say the same about the awfully rushed, poorly executed first season. That being said, I'm somewhat inclined to watch this, not because I think it'll be good, but because, I guess spoilers for this series. But what was that ending? Okay, so the first 11 episodes didn't even matter? Are you kidding me? That's the kind of plot twist that would be great if the series just, kept me engaged, but I just felt like I wanted my money back afterwards. Knowing how stubborn I can be, I might be inclined to watch this, just to know what happens. Oh yeah, the Apothecary Diaries is getting a season 2. Now look, everyone makes their mistakes, and I am no exception, because to date, I have yet to give this a god tier that it rightfully deserves. So yeah, spoilers for my winter 2025 tier list, but if all season 2 is just more of what season 1 gave, I'm all for it. Mau Mau forever. And there's one other follow-up series I should include here with Bang Dream Ave Mujica. I still haven't watched Bang Dream It's My Go, but with how good girls band Cry was, I'm inclined to do so, since I think this really will be the hidden gem of this season. Just like how I think Flower and Asura will also be a hidden gem. I have nothing but faith in this anime since it is being made by Studio Bind. They don't have too many anime under their belt yet, but what they have made is Onimai, which almost made the best list last year, and a little-known isekai you may have heard of called Mushoku Tensei. Yeah, I'm going in blind, and I know I'm going to be in for a treat here. Another one I'm looking forward to that's going a bit too under the radar is From Bureaucrat to Villainess, Dad's been reincarnated. Okay, I enjoy Villainess anime as much as the next guy. It's pretty fun, and I can't say the genre is oversaturated since I watch as many generic seasonal isekai as I can. But here the Villainess was a middle-aged dad before being isekai'd. That's amazing, and funnily enough, the very first anime that I ranked to my very first tier list was an anime with a similar premise. But that anime wasn't that great, so hopefully this one just runs with the premise. Medalist. Okay, here's one that is based off of such a beloved and celebrated manga, and really this should be a slam dunk. However, the studio involved is Studio Engi. Now, I did give them an S tier a year ago with Our Dating Story, which I still stand by, but you know what they've made since? Unnamed Memory. I barely trust them to make one anime a season, let alone 2 at the same time. But there's either 2 ways this can go. We either get the beloved adaptation that the story deserves, or the first 2 episodes are great and then the rest of the series just falls off a cliff. Gonna have to wait and see. What I'm also looking forward to seeing are all the new anime originals of this season, of which there are a few. Zenshu is a brand new MAPPA anime about an aspiring animator. Which, come on, we're all thinking the same thing here. MAPPA is making an anime about what it's like in the animation industry. This is the same studio which destroyed its own office in Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, and the staff cheered. However, despite everything, I'm still willing to give this a shot. Mappa might have the reputation it does of overworking its employees, but it also has the reputation of making great anime. Sarairo Utility is a brand new cute girls doing golf things anime. Now I'll admit, I'm not exactly a golf fan, but I can at least find watching the sport sometimes entertaining, especially when it's being played by anime girls. And finally there's Momentary Lily. Wait, who's behind this? Aha! Now this is a Gohands anime. Gohands is Gohandsing so hard right now. They just Gohansed all over my face and down my throat. I've never seen this much Gohands before. I mean, look at her, she's Gohandsing all over the place. There's no doubt that this anime will bring us one step closer to finding the perfect eye doctor. How about rinsing out your face with something a bit lighter? For instance, light novel adaptations. This season's bringing us several, including Unnamed Memories Season 2. Alright, it's time to move on. I may be a guild receptionist, but I'll solo any boss to clock out on time. Ah yes, a perfect formula. If you want to avoid overtime, you gotta just do it yourself. What do you mean you adventurers haven't cleared the dungeon yet? Raid night starts in an hour and I'm the main tank, out of my way. Welcome to Japan, Miss Elf, which looks like it's basically this meme, but with elves.
Shit, Dalmor. That's all you had to say.
Someday, will I be the greatest alchemist? I don't know, guys. Someday this might be the greatest top 24,758th ranked anime. Magic Maker, how to make magic in another world, where the MC was a 30-year-old boomer, much like myself, and got isekai'd only to discover magic in another world. Which, hey, seems fine and all, but he really missed out his true calling of being isekai'd as a villainess, if you ask me. I left my A-rank party to help my former students reach the dungeon depths. I'm a noble on the brink of ruin, so I might as well try mastering magic. And even given the worthless appraiser class, I'm actually the strongest, or 3 more that I'm throwing out there because I'm pretty sure that they're all the exact same show. However, if the latter manages to lean into the isolation side of the story that the main character is feeling in the beginning of the trailer, it might be somewhat interesting. Back in the summer, we had a splurge of great romance anime, and winter 2025 is looking like a worthy follow-up. But you know how every anime this season is being made by JC's staff? It looks like they're toning it down a bit next season, as they're only premiering Honey Lemon Soda. I'm really looking forward to this, since the main character is trying to turn a new leaf when she enters high school, which is something I relate to a lot. I didn't have a great time in middle school and wanted to make the most of my high school experience, and looking back, I'm really glad I did so. Even if there are hiccups along the way, you're growing, that's to be expected. And hey, if you're splashed in the face with Honey Lemon Soda, maybe you'll get yourself a cute anime boyfriend along the way. And this isn't the only shoujo anime premiering, as there's also Anyway I'm Falling in Love with You, a brand new reverse harem. And I Want to Escape from Princess Lessons, which I don't think is a new villainess anime, but it's kinda close. Can You Keep a Secret? Now, currently we've got 365 Days to the Wedding, which is an excellent office romance anime where the two are keeping their pseudo-relationship out of the open. But this one, you've got 2 co-workers keeping their actual romance hidden. However, this anime does have one thing going for it. Medaka Kuroiwa is impervious to my charms is a rom-com where the MC, Mona, is trying to get her classmate to fall for her, but he shuns her advances with his monk-like poise. That's not a joke, he's actually trying to become a monk. I'm getting married to a girl I hate in my class. Why? I'm living with an otaku neat Konoichi, which I could have sworn was directed by Quentin Tarantino based off of its first key visual. And we've also got Okitsura, fell in love with an Okinawan girl, but I just wish I know what she's saying. Alright, fun anecdote time. I actually went to Okinawa for the first time this year, and I had a blast. It's cool seeing an anime set in Okinawa, especially since Okinawan Japanese is really different than what even most Japanese people are used to. However, there are only 2 things I need represented here from my own experience in Okinawa. 1, they need to show just how humid that place is. And 2, I swear, Okinawa has the best food I've ever had. If this anime has Beniomo ice cream, I'm set. Shoutouts to Blue Seal. There's even more fantasy anime to cover too, as there's Ubel Blatt. No idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly. This looks pretty cool and is being partly made by Satellite, who are also making The Red Ranger Becomes an Adventurer in Another World. which is really up there for weirdest anime premises I've seen yet. I like how creative some of these seasonal isekais are getting. Headhunted to another world, from salarymen to Big Four. Oh yeah, I'm sure this anime is gonna be fine. Nice to see more older MCs in isekai. Promise a Wizard. This is interesting. I wonder who's doing the OP. Yes! The daily life of a middle-aged online shopper in another world, which I kid you not has a following line in its synopsis on my anime list. Instead of growing his business even more, he decides to settle down and live off of the power of Jeff Bezos. Honestly, he might join him in this world if he still can't buy an NFL team. Farmagia, which is a game adaptation, and yes, the characters were all designed by Hiro Mashima. Bogus skill Fruit Master. About that time I became able to eat unlimited numbers of skill fruits that kill you, which is a title so long that it's cut into the time it would take to give a quick synopsis. Behei Neko, the elf girl's cat, is secretly an S-ranked monster. Really? Is this anime really worth watching? Okay, I need to wrap this up. Anything I haven't mentioned yet? Oh yeah, Sakamoto Days, which is one of the most hyped up anime coming out. I can't believe I haven't mentioned it yet until now, but the manga goes insanely hard. People have been begging for an anime adaptation for a long time now, and we're finally getting one. Amiku MD, Dr. Detective, where the MC is a doctor tasked with solving mysterious diseases, including murder. I'm sure the patient was stabbed of natural causes. Tasakare Hotel, which is another mystery anime and also based on a game series. And I think that should cover everything I could think of. Except the 100 Girlfriends Who Really Love You Season 2. Oh yeah, this is my most anticipated anime of the season by far. And I reviewed every single episode of Season 1. Well, if you're wondering if I'm going to do the same for Season 2, yes, I will. In fact, I'll cover every season that this series gets. I want to support it as much as I can. I'll be reviewing Season 20 and showing my videos to my grandkids then. I'm here for it all the way through, as it no doubt brings us one step closer to finding the perfect anime. And there's 42 anime coming soon for next season. There's so much coming out, and I honestly have nowhere near planned out what I'm going to watch yet, so what are you going to watch next season? I'd love to know. Plus, we've got a bunch of carryovers from this current season, including Shangri-La Frontier Season 2, Blue Box, Tying the Knot with the Namagami Sister, ReZero Season 3, and Orb on the Movements of the Earth. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to sub Unnamed for more memory. The next video will be this season's tier list and the last video of the year. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.